Hey everyone, it's Ashley here for your next stamp, and I am back to share another episode for the Stamp Create Repeat series. Today I'm going to be making these sweet little treat toppers. I am so excited about these. I love making treat toppers to put little goodies and treats in, and this one is just absolutely gorgeous. It has this really delicate scallop on the bottom, and it comes with everything you need. So I'm just going to show you, this is how the tree topper works. You can put it on top of a little bag, and the backing goes to the back, and you could staple it or use adhesive, whichever you wanted to do. You could also use a clear treat bag, and this way you'd be able to see the cute treats you have inside. You could put cookies or candy. There's so many different things you can put inside. So I'm going to show you each of them up close, and then I will show you the products that I use to make them and get into the process video. So here is the pink one, and this is just so cute. I love these treat toppers so much, and this is just adorable with all the little pets and little Phoebes. That's that little girl's name. So here's the blue one and then the red one, and I do show in this video how to do the coloring for all of these little images, so I show 4 different hair colors. So to start out with, I used the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink. This ink is so crisp and black. It is by far my favorite black ink that I have. I just cannot believe how dark and how nice of an impression it makes. So that's the black olive ink. So I'm going to be using that. I'm also going to use my wire snips for cutting apart the dies that I have. And then also I'll be using the Your Next Stamp gumdrops. This one came out in the newest release, and these hearts are so cute. This one's called Hearts and Dot Gumdrops. And I put a little heart on the bottom of each of the little treat toppers to really make the little sentiment stand out. I also use these ones. I use the pink, yellow, and blue. This is the Magical Pastel Gumdrops. Those are my favorite of all the Your Next Stamp gumdrops. They're so pretty. They have so much glitter in them. They're just absolutely breathtaking, and they really do add quite a lot to my projects when I use them. So I'm a big fan of those. So there is the yellow one. I also use the purple one from this set. This is the Cosmic Crush Gumdrops, and I'm just going to show you up close the little purple ones. For the stamp set that I used this from the new release. It's called Phoebe and Friends, and she's just precious. I had so much fun coloring her up, and she has all these different little pets that you can use, and then I use that sentiment, "You Make Me Smile." There is also coordinating dies that you can purchase separately for this set, and it actually cuts out the little bird cage really neat. And then I also used the Your Next Stamp Treat Topper die set, and this is one that I had purchased quite a long time ago, and so I was so excited to use it because it is absolutely adorable. So that's how it die cuts it out, and you just fold it on the line, and then that little white panel also comes in the die. So you get everything that you need to make these, and you can just use any cute stamp set that you have, although I really like this one. So I'm just going to show you the die cutting now. I'm taking my wire snips, and that middle part comes out. And that's what I'm going to use for the white cardstock bit. So I'm just going to do 4 of these. We're going to make 4 treat toppers. So I'm going to cut out 4 of these, and I'm just showing how that would go on the front of the treat topper. And I'm just using white cardstock. This is just Recollections cardstock from Michaels that I use. So I've got all 4 of the front panels, and now I just picked out some cute patterns from my stash, and I'm going to use the treat topper die for this part. And it cuts out that scallop so nicely. All the little pieces come out. You don't have to try to pick them all out. It cuts out so nice. So I'm just taking the yellow one. I'm going to do a yellow one. And I just love how it has that really cute little delicate, I guess you'd call it a scallop at the bottom there, and I just think it looks so pretty. And then a purple one as well. Now I'm going to get into the stamping, so I'm going to stamp out using the black olive ink. I'm going to do 4 little Phoebes there, 1 for each, and I just love how her hands look like she's kind of saying ta-da, and she's kind of showing off the sentiment, which I think is perfect because when I put the sentiment, it looks like she's kind of showing it, but also there's some really cute elements in the stamp set that you could put in her hands, or she could be holding any of the little cute pets as well. I just love how it has all the unique type of pets, not cat and dog, but it has bird and bunny, turtle, hamster, so precious. So I wanted to show, I use those gumdrops to get the inspiration for the colors that I use for my treat toppers, and I do that quite often when I'm looking for inspiration. I like to take gumdrops or enamel dots, and you can look at the colors on it and it gives you a nice variety to use. So I'm doing the first dress on the first girl. I used V17, 15, and VO1. For the second girl, I'm using BG49, 13, and BG10. And I'm doing the dress for each of the girls so it will match the little treat topper. So there'll be a yellow one, a blue one, a pink, and a purple. And I was just doing the tip-to-tip technique there with the Copic markers so I could get a color in between BG13 and BG10. And then I remembered to do the cute little hair bows and also the shoes. So I'm going to go back and do the blue there and then also the purple one, using the same color combo as the dress. And I just love how she has little pigtails there. That's so cute. So I'm just using that same color combo, and now I'm going to do the pink one. So for the pink color combo, I'm using RV14, RV13, and RV11. And then I'm going to do the yellow one. So for yellow, I'm using Y15, Y13, and Y11. And they look so cute there, lined up with their little arms out. That would be a really precious card. Then for the first little girl, I'm going to use for the skin tone E18, E15, and then I'm going to blend that out with E13. And then I just go back in with E15 just to darken it up a little bit, and E18 as well, just to get a nice little blend there. And then I'm going to do the hair. So for the hair, I'm just doing a full base coat of C4, and this is going to allow me to do black hair. So I'm going to do a little bit of gray on the bottom just to give it a little bit of highlights. Now I want to do cute curly hair. This just made me think of curly hair when I saw these little girls had these cute little pigtails. So I'm just doing like a circular spiral motion going up from the base of the hair, and then I'm going in with C8 and now 100. And I think it looks so cute with curly hair. When I was young, I always wanted curly hair, so I really am obsessed with people who have curly hair, so I thought it'd be cute to do their hair curly. And I did go back in then with C8 just to darken it a bit. And then I took my black jelly pen for the eyes, and I put a little bit of R22 and R20 on the cheeks, and then I just filled that in with 3 little white dots using my white jelly pen. And the black part's drying, but once it dries, I will go back and add in a little white dot on the black part of the eye. So for the next little girl, I'm using E13 for her skin, E11, and E00. And I'm going to do her hair curly brown, so I'm going to use for her hair E53, and again I'm just going to do a full base coat of the whole hair. And you could leave it just like that and it would look totally precious. I just really wanted to do curly hair on these little cuties. So then I'm going to use E55 and start to do just like a little circular motion. There's really no wrong way to do it. It's just kind of making a little curly motion. And then I go in with E57. And then E59. And again, just doing the same thing and leaving a little bit of space so that it leaves a little bit of highlights for the other colors below it to come through. And now for the next little girl. Oh, now I'm just adding the little white eyes, and I also add little white polka dots on the dress and also on the shoes and the little hair ties. So now for the next girl's skin, I'm going to use E11. And I just had so much fun coloring up these little cuties. They were so fun to color, and they just looked precious when I was finished die cutting them all. So then I blended that out with E00. And then R20 for the cheeks. And then I'm just adding 3 little white dots on that other little girl's cheek. And now I'm going to do the blonde girl's hair in curly, so I'm just using Y11 to do a full base coat, and then I'm going to do the curly motion using Y32. She just looks so cute. And then I'm going to use Y35 to go on top of that. And now for the next little girl, I'm using E11 and E00 to blend that out. And then R20 for the cheeks. For her hair, I'm going to do a red hair color, and I've actually never done a red hair color before, so I kind of just winged it, and I think it turned out pretty cute. So for her hair, I'm going to use R22, and I'm just going to do a base coat with that color. And then I'm going to use R14, and I'm doing her hair curly as well. And then on top of that, I'm going to use R27. And then just to darken it up a tiny bit, I go in with R29 and just do a little bit of curls, just a tiny little bit with a few little dabs. So I just do curls here and there with that color. And then I'm adding with the white jelly pen the eyes. And then I am also going to add the little dots on the little dress. So it has cute little polka dots. Now for the little hamster, I'm using E55 and E53. For his little body, I'm going to use E15. E13. And then I'm going to blend that out with E11. He is so cute. And then I'm going to do the little turtle. Oh, I just gave him some pink cheeks using R20. And then I use the black jelly pen for the eyes and the white jelly pen to add a little dot on his cheeks. Then for the little turtle, I'm going to use YG03. YG00 to blend that out. And then I'm going to use R20 for his cheeks. For the bottom part of his shell, I'm going to use G24 and G12. And then for the polka dots, I use YG03 and YG00. And then I use G07. And I blend that out with YG06. And then I just use the white jelly pen to add eyes on the little hamster and also to put little cheeks on the turtle. So then I use R22 and R20 for the bunny ears. I use C2 for shading the bunny, and then I go in with N0. And then I go back in just to darken it up with a little bit more shading using C4. And blend that out using N0. Then use R20 for some pink cheeks, and then I use my white jelly pen for the eyes, nose, and to put some white on the little cheeks. For the little bird, I use YR06 and YR02 for the beak and feet, and then I use B05 and B02 for the body of the bird, and then for his face I use B00. And I wanted to darken it up a little bit more, so I go in with B02, B00, and then I blend that with B000. And they turned out so adorable. These were so fun to color. And then I go in with R20 for the cheeks. And then I use my white jelly pen to put a little dot on the cheek and the black one to put the little eyes. So now I take my coordinating dies and snip those apart using my wire snips. And then I'm just taking some Post-it note tape to put down the dies so they don't move around when I put them through my die cutting machine. And now I'm going to die cut these out using my die cutter. And I love these coordinating dies so much. So there is the little Phoebe, the little hamster, the turtle. Here's the bunny, that cute little bird. And now I'm going to cut out the other little Phoebes. So I'm just going to cut out the brown-haired girl and the blonde-haired girl. It's just so much easier than fussy cutting, and they just look so nice and finished. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just something different about having the coordinating dies. So now I'm going to put a sentiment on this little white piece here. So I wanted to just see how everything's going to fit, and I'm going to put right in the center the little sentiment. So I'm going to use the black olive ink again and put it right in the middle. And it's so crisp and nice. So I'm just stamping that out on each of them. So now I'm going to take my treat toppers, and you can fold it, that's how it's going to be, but still I just want to keep it open to add on the little front panel. So I'm just using my ATG gun, and I'm just adhering on all of the little sentiment strips. And you could cut these out in all different colors as well. I just chose to do white for this project. And then I'm putting on this last one. And now I'm going to fold them all, and then I can start to put on our little stamped images. So I put the little girl with her matching dress on each of the little treat toppers, and then I just gave them each a little pet, which looks so cute. And now I'm going to use my ATG gun to adhere those. So I'm just putting on the little girls, and it's so precious how their little hands just have, like, they're showing the sentiment. It's so adorable. So I'm putting on the little blue girl and the little bird there. And the last one there. So now I'm going to take some of the Your Next Stamp gumdrops and bling these up a little bit. So I'm taking the Hearts and Dots gumdrops, and I'm going to take the Magical Pastel and the Cosmo. And I'm just going to put on the little hearts there. Then I decided that I wanted to put them underneath the sentiment. I thought that'd look cute if the heart was below each of the sentiments. So I move all of the hearts down. These are so cute. I love the little enamel hearts. And now I'm going to take the other gumdrops just to give a little bit of bling on them. So I'm taking the yellow ones, and then the pink, the blue, and then I'm going to take the little purple from the other set. And then I put one on the side where the girl is. I thought that just balances it all out nicely. Now I'm just going to take some white twine, and I doubled it up and just added on a little bow. And then I just trimmed off the edges. And I think that just balanced out nicely the white panel. So I'm just taking the twine, and I'm just doubling it up and doing the cute little bow. And now the little pink one. And these are so easy to make if you're making a whole bunch of them. They are so adorable for gifts. I love using treat toppers so much, and this one is just really special. I love the little scalloping at the bottom. It just gives it such a nice finished look, and I love how you get the little panel die that comes with it so that you have everything that you need to make it. So there are the little treat toppers. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would love if you left a comment. If you haven't, please head over to the Your Next Stamp YouTube channel and subscribe. And I will see you guys for next week's video. Bye now.